On the savanna, the lion needs no display. Its mere presence shifts the rhythm of life. One close approach and formations scatter. One roar and boundaries are redrawn. The fastest chooses distance. The largest group chooses discipline. Yet all yield to the ultimate authority. Its power is not just muscle, but the order that the entire plain must obey. Here, the question is not who dares to challenge the lion, but who still stands when it decides to advance. In the southern Serengeti, where grasslands stretch for miles, African wild dogs move like the wind, fast, agile, and tightly coordinated. Each individual weighs around 50 pounds. Together, they operate as a precise system of speed and strategy. Lions and wild dogs rarely clash over food, but territorial disputes tell a different story. When a male lion detects wild dogs entering his range, the situation shifts instantly. A single close approach is enough to break the pack's formation. Facing a male lion, wild dogs rely on instinct, spreading out, keeping distance, and observing from afar, because one well-timed rush can end everything in seconds. For the lion, it is a statement. This is his ground. In most cases, lions hold a clear physical advantage. An adult male can weigh 6 to 7 times more than a wild dog. Yet muscle alone does not always decide the outcome. When a lioness moves alone or with cubs, her behavior becomes more cautious. The goal is no longer dominance, but protection. Quick feints and sharp vocal bursts can force the larger predator to turn and guard her cubs, then slowly withdraw without injury. This is no longer a simple territorial encounter, but a clear reflection of natural order. On one side is raw strength, on the other is discipline and precision. In the dust of the plains, nature continues to define boundaries between those who dominate and those who endure. Spotted hyenas are among the most organized predators in Africa. Adults average around 145 pounds, with jaws capable of producing over 1,200 pounds per square inch of bite force. Their clans are strictly female-led. Females are usually larger, more decisive than males, and maintain a clear hierarchy. Living in groups that can exceed 80 individuals, hyenas coordinate tightly in both offense and defense. They do not only hunt for themselves, but also monitor opportunities to take meals from other predators, such as lions or leopards. When numbers are sufficient, they may even confront an adult lioness. A common strategy is to divide the opponent's attention, closing in from multiple directions at the same time to pressure the lion into abandoning the kill. Each member understands its role and moves in sync with the rhythm of the clan. Under sustained pressure like this, lions have developed responses to reduce long-term competition. At times, they track scent trails toward hyena den sites. If the entrance is shallow or exposed, a sudden approach can force the mother to break formation, while the young move out of close protection. By targeting the source, lions can partially limit the future strength of a large and persistent clan. For adult hyenas, the presence of a male lion can immediately reset the situation. A confrontation may be decided without excessive force. If they continue to push, the outcome can become a serious setback. In this case, the meal stays with the dominant force. The hyena clan withdraws in an organized manner, conserving energy for another opportunity. Leopards are solitary hunters, weighing around 135 pounds, yet they are faster and more agile than any rival on the grasslands. They live in concealment, often choosing high tree branches or rocky ridges to track prey and avoid larger predators. A flexible body, sharp vision, and rapid reflexes act as the main defenses that keep this species alive. When a lion approaches, if the leopard reacts early, it launches like an arrow. Reaching speeds over 35 miles per hour, it can sprint up a tree trunk within seconds and slip out of reach. From above, it observes every movement below, breathing fast but staying focused. Alertness and quick response are the two skills that carry it through repeated encounters. However, if an entire lion pride detects and surrounds it, escape chances drop to almost zero. Lionesses coordinate to block all escape routes, while the male uses presence and power to establish control. Although the leopard is skilled at evasion, when every exit is sealed, it is forced to search for a very narrow opening in the circle. One wrong move, and all its lightning reactions lose effectiveness immediately. Even high in the trees, a leopard is not fully safe. Lions, especially younger lionesses, can sometimes climb up to take the kill. Both sides determine the landing point, and the meal ultimately remains with the lions. On the grasslands, there is no permanent shelter, only short moments of fragile balance between power and survival. On the savanna, the cheetah stands as the symbol of speed with a body of about 130 pounds, long legs, a flexible spine, and the ability to accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just a few seconds. It is the fastest in any chase, yet speed is not always enough to protect it from lions, the dominant hunters of this land. Typically, a cheetah can escape a lion thanks to its speed advantage. With early detection, it arcs away and disappears from view within seconds. But in certain careless moments, when a lion closes in too much, Reflexes, no matter how quick, may not be enough. A hesitation measured in an instant can be fatal. When competing over prey, the balance tilts toward lions. After bringing down a meal, a cheetah must eat quickly to refuel and leave before other predators arrive. If it lingers, it can lose everything. Within the big cat family, the cheetah is the weakest, fastest, yet most vulnerable. On the African savanna, speed helps the cheetah survive, but it does not guarantee safety. Power and control still belong to the lion, while the cheetah holds its place through vigilance and wise choices in every stride across a land that allows no room for mistakes. On the grasslands, the journey to adulthood for a lion is a constant test of instinct and hierarchy. Out of 12 cubs born, only around 4 survive to adulthood. Losses come from other predators, and even incoming male lions attempting to take over the pride. In the first months of life, cubs stay hidden in dense bushes, fully dependent on their mother. Hyenas, leopards, and rock pythons move close through thick grass, making every step a situation that requires constant caution. By 2 years old, young males leave the pride and begin roaming dozens of miles per day to avoid conflict and search for their own territory. This is a strict filtering stage. The weak fall behind, while the resilient survive through awareness and disciplined energy. Territorial competition marks a key turning point in adulthood. Male lion coalitions, usually consisting of 2 to 4 individuals, control territories ranging from about 35 to 130 square miles. They patrol nightly, mark with scent, and use roars that travel for miles to establish dominance. When 2 coalitions meet, conflict can break out sharply, but usually does not last long. The winning group is typically the one with numerical advantage, stronger endurance, and tighter coordination. The weaker side retreats quickly to avoid injury, while the victors secure territory and mating rights within the pride, driven by both survival instinct and strategy. Holding territory also ensures access to food and protection of cubs. New coalitions may target existing offspring to reduce future rivals. In response, lionesses act quickly, splitting the pride, creating distractions, and relocating cubs to more concealed areas to lower risk for the next generation. Across multiple seasons, a male that maintains control for 2 to 3 years reaches peak condition, approaching 410 pounds, refined through experience, and holding enough authority to stabilize a wide stretch of grassland, where every animal follows the balance of strength, order, and natural limits. Between winds cutting through dry grass and the fading blaze of sunset, the savanna closes another cycle of survival. Lions continue silent patrols, maintaining order across the land they dominate. Every hunt and every scar becomes part of nature's record, where strength and strategy exist side by side. For viewers who follow stories of the wild and want to continue exploring the natural world, they can like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. The journey of the king of the savanna is still ongoing. Each new day brings another story.